following portion of Fox 43 AM Live is sponsored by Endeavor Private Wealth.
Well, Chris McGee, managing partner at Endeavor Private Wealth, is joining us for our latest segment on investing for our first segment of 2025. Good morning.
Good morning.
I hope you and your family had a very happy new year. And if you don't mind, I'd like to focus on the word happy and ask you whether you believe money can buy happiness.
And Dane, it's a pleasure to be with you and our viewers. And thank you for that question, which is actually very nuanced. Having money doesn't guarantee happiness, but it certainly may provide the means to deal with financial insecurity and reduce some of the stress and anxiety in our lives. To do justice to your question, I think it would be helpful to consider what we mean by money and what constitutes happiness.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. So how do you define money then?
Money encompasses your income, savings, investments, as well as what you spend your money on. Happiness is a more subjective concept, addressing how you satisfy your life in context to your family, work, health, activities, and social network. It's the meaning and purpose you seek or have attained, and the fulfillment and pleasure life gives you. Generally, the more income a person has, the more satisfied they are with their life. However, the relationship isn't linear. Earning more money doesn't mean you're going to be happier and happier.
And since most of us, make most of our money by working, am I right to think that job satisfaction plays an important role in our overall happiness?
Yes, it certainly does. Satisfaction with your job is closely related to happiness. And for individuals contemplating retirement, it can present a daunting quandary. Is your work what you do, or is your work who you are? Besides being financially prepared for retirement, it's also important to be prepared emotionally for a very new way of life that can be happy and satisfying or not. Having money to spend for unplanned events, for major life disruptions such as divorce or poor health, can alleviate at least some of the emotional pain people experience. But money spent on acquiring more and more material goods often doesn't result in and lowers the level of happiness, because enough never feels like enough.
Chris, I'm wondering, is it possible that happier people have a greater likelihood of making more money?
That's a very interesting proposition. Studies have shown that happiness may rise productivity and increase job satisfaction, which may result in higher income. Adolescents and young adults who are happier with their lives may turn that positivity into better educational outcomes and job opportunities. And happier individuals of all ages may be more deliberate in making financial decisions because they're more comfortable in the moment and can think about the long-term goals and objectives.
And Chris, any final thoughts would you like to share with our audience?
I believe people may be well served by consulting with a trusted financial professional who takes a holistic approach to investment and wealth management. Holistic meaning that they're concerned not only with helping the people build, manage, and preserve their wealth, but they're also advocates for their clients' physical and emotional well-being.
Well, Chris, I'm happy I asked this. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's a pleasure. Of course, everyone, to learn more about Endeavor Private Wealth, visit endeavorpw.com.
The preceding portion of Fox 43 AM Live was sponsored by Endeavor Private Wealth.